It's a journey of remembering one of your capabilities. And whatever you feel, whatever you sense, please describe me.
I'm not really sure.
That's already a description.
Okay.
What exactly you are not sure about?
It feels like tense almost, like congested.
So zoom in to one part and then to the other and compare them. Somewhere it's louder, somewhere it's stronger.
Like it feels like there's a knot in it, like here in my chest on the left side. And
Okay,
then like maybe one close to my sacral. They feel connected, but some are stronger than others.
perfect. And kind of settle yourself there. Like, I'm here, like a scientist, I'm very curious, I want to learn and I want to discover. And on the other side, your body desiring that as well. It's been waiting and longing for you to come in and to start finally understanding this language.
I think it's red and it's the size of it's bigger than a golf ball, but it's smaller than a tennis ball. And like there's almost like white around it, like a layer of white around it with like red and blue like
Great.
veins or strings or something.
Mm-hmm. Very well. See how easy for you it is. So again, trust. Like, I have returned my abilities to communicate, to sense, and to see.
It hurts and it's hurting me because it's hurting,
Mm-hmm.
but like I can tell it's not malicious, like it's not trying to hurt me. It's just trapped.
Because it's suffering.
Mm-hmm. It's like worried and afraid, like it wants to help, but it's not because it's driven by emotions that are worried rather than actually helping.
Great. Great reading. Question. It wants to help you or it wants to receive help?
It wanted to help me, but now it's just stuck. Like there's no use for it now.
You can ask now. This is where you start communicating. Now ask, what kind of threat is there for you?
Failure or disappointment,
To try what?
like to achieve the things I want. It wants to hold me back and it thinks that's how to protect me.
And what does it need from you? Ask, what do you need from me?
Trust and confidence.
Mm-hmm. And trust and in what? Trust what?
Myself, my capabilities, my potential.
Okay, now as you are sitting there in front of it, turn to it with your right side. And before you start listening, one thing that is very important, your right ear. So it's not coincidence that you have two ears. Whatever comes in into one ear,
Mm-hmm.
there is another exit. So inside somewhere there is a filter. And that filter works only when you do it consciously. Whatever you hear from this minimizer, you will decide which you need to filter. Is like, oh, this is bullshit. I'm flushing it out from the other side. Yeah. So
Mm-hmm.
then you are not personally, emotionally impacted. You are here not to accept everything 100%, but to make your own understanding.
Like before I listen to it, it's so frantic. And then when I'm finally sitting with it, it's so rational. Like it's so
Mhm.
believable. It gives me real examples of reasons why I should be scared and why, and like where that lives inside of me.
So in a way, it gives you different facts to
Mm.
prove and convince you that you need to just become so careful and scared in order to protect yourself from embarrassment, from losing all your fortune, and blah, blah, blah.
Mm-hmm. It's like anxious, like it's shaking.
Okay. Now, what I want you to sense this shaking quality of throat. Is it its natural state, or it was like, it's under a spell?
It definitely feels like it's triggered or like under a spell.
Now, you're going to download this message.
Mm.
So you need to hear this new message before you act.
It believes things that talk to my brain. Like it just knows how to talk to my ego in a way that's very convincing, that even my heart knows differently. It can still be convinced. Like it's making me cry right now. It's
Yes,
so
allow it to be.
like it just feels like bliss. It's so expansive, and
Speak.
like it's just beautiful. It represents, like, to me it represents like just possibility and everything, like joy and yeah, like just bliss. I don't know how else to describe it.
Very well. So what I want you to understand here, when you were telling me in the beginning that you have great ambitions, so great that you're almost scared. Yeah. So
Mm-hmm.
it's a state where great ambitions and great possibilities overwhelm. And here on another side, you have this amazing heart center temple where there is also great abilities, possibilities, but it's not overwhelming. It's very calm and peaceful. Is it?
Yeah.
So I want you to understand, or rather, let's ask, how come such greatness does not overwhelm? What is the secret of accepting and embracing the greatness and be in such peace with it?
it feels it feels natural. Like it feels like that's what was what is meant to be, and that it's it's greater than me.
The source of greatness of those possibility are not even yours. They are something greater before you,
Mm.
and it's like it's just meant to be. So this center, its attitude, its secret to be in peace is because it submits to the greatness and not negotiates with it, not doubts it. It's like, well, if the sky is blue, then it's blue. What can I do? The
Mm.
sky was created before me. All I have to do is just to embrace it and
Mm.
accept it. It's like very amazing state of humility, submission, like surrendering to it.
Mm-hmm.
It's downloading from that deep innate archive, and that archive, it has no limit. Everything is there, all the knowledge of the whole universe. But right now this temple is delivering you what you exactly need in this present moment of your life. So just relax and receive it.
It's telling me a lot about where my energy needs to shift, that everything I need is already inside of me. I just need to shift, like, away from impatience. Like that's draining too much of my energy. Like
Mm-hmm.
everything is already, it's already mine. Like there's no need to be rushing for it. Or and also that my mind, like I keep thinking of my mind as the enemy. It's not the enemy. Part of it's part of my like superpower or whatever, like to use it towards my goal rather than against me.
You have to identify how it looks.
Mm. It's very weird. it it almost looks like like a rendering. Like it doesn't look real. Yeah, like it's greedy. It wants everything right now.
Okay, very impatient, right?
Mm.
And if you will compare the power of your heart center and the power of this net.
Like they're not even close,
Mm-hmm.
but I will give energy to the
Exactly.
impatience. Yeah.
We can say that the net has no value, it has almost no power, but it gives the vision or experience that is so important. Given attention to it, to its importance, is draining the energy and creating impatience.
Yeah.
So it's not your innate quality. It was brought here from somewhere. And it's like a tool now. Again, vampiring.
Mm-hmm.
You can come closer to the net. Inside of its cells, it carries the information of its origin. You want to trace where is its home? Where did it come from?
Well, it's funny that that it looks digital to me because I think that's where it's from. Like it's from all everything digital that has downloaded. So like whether it's TV or social media or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
like all of the digital things, like there's just so much information that makes you feel like you need to rush or that you're missing something, that you need to go
That you are
go.
not enough and everyone is so successful and active, right?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
all of that imposed through digital.
Mm.
So the word digital is perfect because what is digital? It's artificial,
Mm.
not natural aspect that is created by human collective, right? And
Mm-hmm.
on the other side, we have nature. Nature is also a network. It's a
Mm.
network of communicating, but this is a natural living network.
Mm.
And then there is a dead network, another one that, but it's affecting and impacting humans.
It's like it's so loud. It's like everyone else's fears. Yeah, like it's just everyone's fears. They feel like they need to prove themselves or overcompensate or whatever, and they've built this without realizing. So where does it live, inside of me or just in general? Where does it live?
Well, that's a good question. Let's see.
Okay.
Does it live inside of you?
um, I think just like yes, yes, it does live inside of me, but I think it lives in everyone else. Like funny enough with the like when we explored the heart, it felt like something greater than me and it was like but I belong to it. This is something that's also bigger than me, but it doesn't feel like it belongs to me. It lives in
Exactly.
me, but it doesn't belong to me.
It's foreign. In the law of nature, without your permission, nothing will enter.
Mm.
So somewhere you allowed, start now feeling your aspect. Where did you allow? Where did you consent? Why you didn't recognize that it's not where you belong?
Mm.
It's taken energy, it's impatient, all of these negative qualities. Why did you let it in?
It like I as much as I don't feel like it's mine, I also contributed to it.